Well, welcome into the Scene Project Songwriter Showcase here at the Midway Saloon in beautiful St. Paul, Minnesota. With me now is Mark Joseph. Mark, welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Yeah.
Man, it's a pleasure to have you. Hasn't been that long since we've seen each other. We ran into each other out in Deadwood a few months ago now, but
Yeah, man.
what have you been up to?
Just playing shows and running around and making music and trying to stay out of jail.
Yeah. I've actually been better at that lately, too.
Yeah, boy, good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. No, it's been good, man. It's been a very busy year for us. We're promoting the Palisade Peach record and touring all over Creation and wherever they'll have us. So.
Yeah, spent a little time in Mexico this year, weren't you?
Yeah, we just played Cabo a few weeks ago, and we're just up in Lutsen this weekend, Grand Marais and whatnot, and where else have we been?
Everywhere.
Where haven't we been? Yeah, it's been a good year, man. We've been real busy. So.
That's awesome, man. Well, I'm just so proud of you. I know you may not remember, but 2018, I just got out of prison, and my friend booked me for a show after the Deadwood Jam. The headliner that weekend was the Big Woo. Yeah. And you guys came over and jammed with us, jammed with my dad, and we got to meet the crew, and it was a really great time. Unfortunately, at that time, I wasn't well versed in who Mark Joseph was, and I should have taken more of an opportunity to play some more songs with you then. But here we are now, 6 years later, almost to the day, and we get to do it anyway, man.
Yeah,
so
man.
I'm very honored to have you on here.
Thank you.
For those that don't really know you, I mean, why don't you give them the highlight reel of the last 30 years of making music?
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep it quick as possible. But my name is Mark Joseph. I grew up in Northfield, Minnesota, and I've been playing music professionally for 21 years on the road. I saw B.B. King play guitar when I was 10 years old at the Minnesota State Fair, and it changed my life forever. The blues are the cornerstone of my musical experience and the music that speaks to me. And at 10, I started playing guitar with intention, and it was 2003. I went full time in music, and I've been very blessed to have a career doing it. It's not been easy. It's a lot of hard work, but it's the life that I was born to live, and the path I was born to walk. And I'm blessed to be able to do it for a living, and raising 3 kids doing it, and we're still going. I'm a member of the Big Woo for 14 years now. I tour all over the world playing my music. I'm about to, in 2025, I'll release my 5th full-length LP. And we're just rocking and rolling down the road,
Yeah,
so,
man.
Yeah.
Well, it's beautiful. Yeah. And our conversation, a little while back really inspired me. And something that you hit on a lot is just kind of being true to yourself, walking your path. Right, and we kind of alluded to it with this podcast because this thing is all new. This idea is something that's it's newly formed, and there's not people out there doing what we're doing. Yes, people have podcasts, but people aren't out there, supporting songwriters and putting other people out and doing that. So everything that we touch in every situation this day, this is brand new, not just to us, but really to the world, Sure. And you really gave me a lot of confidence to come up here and to know that the Minneapolis music scene was going to embrace this. Yeah. And we really were very happy to find a home here at the Midway Saloon. And I'm sure this is a room you've played under 3 or 4 different names over the years.
Truth be told, I haven't played in this room for 20 years.
Really?
It was called Christian's Big V Saloon, or I don't know if it's a saloon or not. It was called Big V's back then. It was a punk rock bar.
Yeah.
And it was rough. But I played it, man. So it's cool. I've done some nice stuff with it. Midway Saloon, it's great in here. It's
yeah.
cool.
And they're supporting a lot of original music, which is what we're here to share today. Why don't you introduce us to your music and play us a song?
You got it. We'll start off with the title track of my current record. It's called Palisade Peach. Yeah, baby, loving you is a treat, yeah. You're my Palisade Peach. You're my Palisade Peach. Yeah, baby, loving you is a treat, yeah. You're my Palisade Peach. You're my Palisade Peach. You're a little bit risky, woo, not quite out of reach. Yeah. Well, I love you, baby, and I don't mind that you're the boss. No, I don't mind mind that you're the boss. Well, I love you, baby. I don't mind that you're the boss. I don't mind that you're the boss. 'Cause I give you what you need. Woo-hoo. No matter what the cost, you know that's right. Plays guitar, whatever. Come on. Yeah, well, I got me a keeper. Finest thing I ever seen. Finest thing that I ever did see. I got me a keeper. Finest thing I ever seen. Finest thing. Baby, about to buy you a ring, yeah. 'Cause it's always good to pop up. Woo. And she treats me like a king, yeah, she does. Oh, 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 now, baby, loving you is a treat, yeah. You're my Palisade Peach, yeah. Baby, you're my Palisade Peach, yeah. Now, loving you is a treat, yeah. You're my Palisade Peach, baby. You're my Palisade Peach, yeah. You're a little bit risky. Not quite out of reach. You're my treat, baby, you're my Palisade Peach. Yeah. Might get a little frisky, yeah, yeah. When we're out on the street. You're my treat, baby, you're my Palisade Peach. Yeah. You're a little bit risky. Woo-hoo. Not quite out of reach. No, 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 no. You're my Palisade Peach.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, Mark, you're easy to love, brother. Easy to love.
Thank you.
It's good stuff, man. You've been doing it a long time. You ever feel the love for it fade?
No. No, it's just it's the hours in the van and the, you know, the all the setbacks of, you know, pursuing something you love. You know, it's just like any other business. You run an entrepreneur. Things happen. Roadblocks come up, you know. It's always money. Money's the thing, right? So you're always trying to navigate that part of it, whether it's investing in your next project or figuring out where you should spend. You know, should I buy, you know, another 300 vinyl, or should I replace the brake pads in my van, or should I, you know, it's like all that stuff. That's the stuff that gets tiresome. And that goes for any job you do, but the love of the music is always there. I love to write. I love to just sit and play my guitar, you know. And we made a documentary about the Big Woo some years ago, and the great Charlie Parr did an interview for us. And in that interview, at the end of it, he said something very profound. And in his own way, which is kind of very long form and involves a lot of stuttering and kind of like stopping, starting, because that's who Charlie Parr is. But the point is, he said, man, if all the money dries up and the people weren't coming to your shows anymore, and it just, you know, it was just you and your guitar and your buddies and whatever. He said, yeah, would you still do it? Would you still go play? And if the answer is yes, he goes, well, then you're on the right track. And, you know, and I still truly love what I do every day. I can't wait to pick up my guitar and sing, and the joy in the music, and I'm sort of reborn in that every time I play, because that's my connection to God and to the spirit world, and I, you know, I feel truly myself in that space, and so every time I do it, I'm happy to be there, I'm blessed to be there, and I'm grateful. You know?
Right, and that makes it possible to push through all the roadblocks and to keep going over and under and through and blowing them up, and
yeah, you leave it all on stage, and don't take anything personal, and just keep moving down the road, you know.
No, and don't take it for granted either.
Don't take
you
it for
know?
granted.
I think
Attitude of gratitude.
I think
every
it would
day.
have been very easy for you to do that at points in your career, Mark. I mean, as long as you've been at it, you know, the different modicums of success that you've experienced, right? Whether it's with the Big Woo or you know, playing music festivals for a bunch of hippies, or you know, coming in and playing the blues for a small handful of people here at the Midway Saloon. Is you got to find that love for it, and you got to stick to that, right?
Yeah.
You got to stay focused on that.
Yeah, and religion of gratitude every day. I mean, if you take things for granted, you're gonna be straightened out pretty quick. So it's good. Always be humble. Always be a good neighbor, and be kind to others. And just be thankful for what we got. And if we're here breathing and we're hanging out like this on a Sunday, we've got a lot. In fact, we've got it all. Because if I offered you $1 million, right? You'd be like, sweet, $1 million, that'd be great. But if you can't wake up tomorrow, you wouldn't take it, right? Because you're a rich man. Your life's worth much more than that, too. And that would go for $10 million or $50 million or $100 million. So you're all millionaires already, including myself.
Yeah.
Right? So
I feel like there's a song in that, too. Did you
Oh,
already
yeah.
write it?
yeah, it's I'm working on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and you're working on a new project. You said you got a new LP coming out in 2025.
Yeah.
Well, what's the new record going to be like? Because Palisade Peach is a kick-ass record. I recommend everybody, if you haven't listened to it yet, you gotta do it back
Thank
to
you.
front to back. It's a great album, man.
Thank you.
I just grooved to the whole thing a few weeks ago when we were getting ready to chat. And what's the next one? I know you kind of have some themes that you're working on and different stories that you're trying to tell now.
Yeah, the new record is it's sort of a new concept, one that I haven't done to this degree yet. The whole record is written about a character from the South, from the Deep South, who was a leader of the Dixie Mafia back in the 60s and 70s. And I happened to catch his life story on this podcast during the COVID period. And it really moved me, and I started writing songs about it because it was just stranger than fiction. This guy's life was crazy. And it's one of these very complicated American stories where, America, we like our bloody history and celebrated all these people, right? Like the Jesse James and the John Dillingers and people who on paper are really bad dudes and killed people and did really horrible things. On the other hand, they're celebrated and respected by their communities to this very day, right or wrong, And I'm a history guy, so I ran after it, and I wrote this whole record about this individual's life, and it tells a story. I actually went down to Georgia and met their family, and I got the blessing from them to write the record. And it's all true stories about this guy's life, and everything from he was a kind of notoriously famous, ladies' man and a party guy, and well-liked and loved by everybody that met him. But if you crossed him, they're going to dig a hole in the red clay, by the river and stuff like that. Like, they didn't mess around. It was really dangerous people and crazy stuff. And he ended up going to federal prison for 40 years and was on death row and got his execution date commuted by the governor hours before he was supposed to be executed. He found Jesus. They took him out of federal prison against all laws. This guy, Sheriff Earl Lee, risked his whole career to bring him out of federal prison to be baptized in the middle of the night. And it's just, the stuff is pretty amazing and moving,
Yeah.
And so I made a whole record about it. It's currently called The Baddest Man in Georgia. It'll come out in the spring, probably.
Yeah. Would you mind sharing one of the songs off the new one?
Yeah, we'll play The Baddest Man in Georgia for
Let's
you.
do it, man. All right.
All right. Well, now have you ever heard about the baddest man who ever walked the streets of Georgia? He could jump so high, the women thought he could fly. Man, don't you cross him 'cause you lose your life. He could beat you at the table with a poke you. Keep your mouth shut, now that's the only rule. Yeah, I'm talking about the baddest man in Georgia. All right, well, if you want to know, then you better go about 200 years back to a still in the wood where the cooking was good, neath the corner of a pine wood shack. Well, they grew up poor when they had little more than the poorest folks that you've ever seen. It was a Bible raising and nothing ever phasing. He's a killing bank robbing machine. Now have you ever heard about the baddest man who ever walked the streets of Georgia? He could jump so high the children thought he could fly. Man, don't you cross him 'cause you lose your life. Now he could be you at the table with a pole cue. Now keep your mouth shut, now that's the only rule. Well, I'm talking about the baddest man in Georgia. All right. That cyclone Mercury just ripping on down the road. Now Billy's getting her done on a midnight run with the boys next whiskey low. Not any given night, now he be feeling alright down at the red parlor, you know. Gonna Cody to buy with a pistol by his side like a hot round ready to go. Now have you ever heard about the baddest man who ever walked the streets of Georgia? He could jump so high, the women thought he could fly. Man, don't you cross him 'cause you lose your life. Now he could be you at the table with a pearl cue. Keep your mouth shut, now that's the only rule. Well, I'm talking about the baddest man in Georgia. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I'm talking about the baddest man in Georgia. Right.
Yes, sir.
True story.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the crazy part, right? That it's all true.
I'm a history guy, you know.
Yeah, I love it. I love the storytelling nature of what you do. That you're here to tell the stories, whether it's a long this drawn out thing, right? A whole LP worth of stories, or if it's just one quick one to get a feeling out, right? I mean, you've been at this so long. How many songs do you think you've written?
That's a good
Thousands?
I don't know about thousands, but I've got
Hundreds probably.
Well, this is about being present since you asked. On the way down I drove 5 hours today to get here from Lutsen, Minnesota, and I just started digging into my voice memos coming down here because I've just been thinking about new music and projects and stuff, and I started cycling through them, and I think there's like almost 400 of them in there. And so, not every one is a song, but we started going through them and listening, and yeah, it's like a lot, man. There's a lot out there. I mean, finished, published songs, probably close to 100, but there's so many. Yeah,
that's an incredible feat just to get 100 songs to fruition. You know what I mean? To get them produced, it's no small feat to do this. As someone who's recorded just a small few and never in like a true. I mean, yeah, I was in a studio and stuff, but not a true professional setting where it was like we're on the clock and we were trying to make something timeless here. Sure. And I would say that is what I get from your music. It's timeless, man. That blues. A Palisade Peach is a great record. I can't wait to hear the new one. Do you feel like you just keep getting better?
Well, I like to think that we keep moving forward, and I guess to answer that, it's like I try to honor the craft. So that means playing with intention. That means making every show count, making everything you do count. And that goes for everything in life. So yeah, I mean, I like to think that that's what we're doing. We always listen a lot to our recordings. I like to go back and listen to the shows. We try to tape stuff and analyze it, think about it. But mainly try to do something with feeling and with intention, where people can really feel it and go home with something. That's the beauty of the music experience, is that people can come and share that with us, and we get to do that together, and that is such a powerful thing and truly can change the world. And changing the world is changing yourself. It's changing, or maybe not changing, but helping your neighbor. And when people can come and have that experience, and they can walk away from a show feeling like a new person, or they just shed a bunch of skin or baggage, that they needed to. There's nothing in life that comes anywhere near that for me. I'm sure there is examples of it. Some people are runners, or they're painters, or they're into sports and performance, all these different things. I know that all those things can provide that experience for you. But for me, music it's a completely religious experience. It's powerful, and it connects us as people together. So I guess I'd like to think that it keeps getting better only because I won't back down and I won't stop. I just keep going forward. You know, trying to improve
like
it,
a freight train, man. Just keep on going, baby.
Yeah,
we gotta
life's for the living.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and I kind of said so, and I'm sure you can relate. I'm sure you've played a ton of other people's music and shows, and have played all these long shows. I mean, you've been doing it for 25 years. You know, you're gonna catch a little bit of everything. And for me, you know, I've been working the same set list of covers or something for the last year. And what I've been doing is that I've been landing in the markets that I want to go to and just finding local guys to play it. Yeah. Very middle of the road set list that I was playing, just because the guys in South Dakota didn't really want to dig too far out in one direction or the other. They want to, okay, well, it's like I got kind of bored playing that. Sure. But by now introducing that to other people and playing the same songs, but with different people every time I go out. You know, this weekend I played at the Sherwood Lounge with 2 guys, and I played here at the Midway with 2 other guys. You know, and that's kind of what kept it fresh to me. New experience. I don't want to live the same experience over and over again. Yeah, man. You know, like you said, life is meant to be lived, and we're meant to grow. I think you said, you know, when you heal the world, you heal yourself, and I would say the opposite of that is true too. When you heal yourself, you heal the world. That's right. And you know, music is so healing. We've had a situation in Rapid City where one of their big outdoor music things, you know, serves 5,000 people every Thursday, summer nights. They're in danger of not getting their permits for the 2025 season. And whatever the reasons for that may be, the way I put it was like, you know, this is a cultural, spiritual event. And somebody was like, how is it cultural and spiritual? And I was like, have you ever heard music before? You know, like, have you ever been to a concert? Have you ever, like, experienced these things? Like, how is it not? Sure. So, yeah, you touch on so much of it, and it makes me feel like I'm on the right path, knowing that a guy like you's thinking the same thing, man. Respect. And not putting you on a pedestal or anything, but you've experienced more than I have, right? And that's the respect that I have for you. You've been in this craft that I've loved for so long, and maybe for the first time now, I'm actually approaching it as a profession. And granted, you know, now my performing career, at least with a guitar in my hand, is kind of taking a back seat to this, because this is how I serve my community, right? This is a much better way for me to use my gifts of organizing people and bringing people together to kind of bring nights like this to fruition, or days like this. I don't even know what time it is. I don't know what day it is.
Can you all put your hands together for Bubba, please?
Oh, stop.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate you guys.
He's got the guts to stand up and make this happen and represent for artists and try to, you know, create a scene. So good job, man.
Yeah, well, it's because of guys like you that this thing exists, because I think there's not enough press. There's not enough people talking about all the talented people that I know. You know, we don't have a Rolling Stone, a lot of these weekly magazines that we used to have. Sure. I know that you had a great one up here for years, but a lot of these things have gone away because of money or whatever the situation may be. You know, so we're just doing it all online, right? I'm doing the write-ups and the Q&As online and just trying to get something out there and hoping that it eventually gets enough momentum where other people really want to start contributing their own art to that. And it's not all just artists who are, you know, writing music and recording, but it's also people who want to write about those people that we need too. So I'm really hoping that, you know, this weekend and having this beautiful package that we're going to put it into, and there's an incredible day that we've had, I'm hoping that this is kind of the selling point now, that like, this is what we want to do, and this is what I want to spend the rest of my life doing, is stuff just like this, man. So thank you, Mark, for being a part of it. It really means a lot to me.
You're very welcome, brother.
Yeah. Why don't you play us another song, man?
All right, let's do it. Is my daughter here? My daughter was coming through. I don't know if she made it yet. No, not yet? All right, that's okay.
We'll keep you on stage until she gets here.
All right. The song's called Bound to Be Blessed, and if you guys want to sing along, the chorus is easy. It goes, yes, yes, yes.
I think I can do that.
We got it?
Yep.
Yeah, you too, man. Yeah. Don't you cry no more. It's time to walk yourself right out the door. Don't be afraid of what comes next. Baby, try to do your best. Lord, you just can't know what life is in store. I checked into another roadside motel. Turns out they got a room just for you. Tonight we hit the stage and Midway Saloon. You gotta let your light shine, 'cause you're bound to be blessed. Sing it loud. Yes, yes, yes. You're not like the rest. Lord, Lord, you write your own story. Baby's destined for glory. Yeah, you have to confess. You're bound to be blessed. Well, now don't you cry no more tears. No. You shed yourself throughout the years. It don't do you no good. You pick up the pieces. This is your come to Jesus. Though the answer is here, but you need to listen to hear. Come on now, I checked into another roadside motel. Turns out they got a room just for you. Yeah. Tonight we hit the stage and lay it all on the line. Minnesota, yeah, and you gotta let your light shine, 'cause you're bound to be blessed. Sing it loud. Yes, yes, yes. You're not like the rest. No, no, no. You write your own story. Baby's destined for glory. Yeah, you have to confess. You're bound to be blessed. Yeah, and you have to confess. You're bound to be blessed. Well, and you have to confess. You're bound to be blessed.
Yes, sir.
On a Sunday in St. Paul. Can I get a witness?
Yes, sir. Right here. Well, Mark Joseph, thank you for joining me, man. I'm just so thrilled to know you, to call you a friend now. We're gonna do some great things together. I know with your energy and the power of this music that we're making, we're gonna do some great things for a lot of people. So, everybody, Mark Joseph.
Respect. Thank you.
Welcome to the Scene Project Songwriter Showcase. We are here at the Midway Saloon in beautiful St. Paul, Minnesota, and with me now is Kaya Marie and her dad, Mark Joseph.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, Kaya, I just met you like 5 minutes ago.
Yes.
You had no idea you were going to be on stage and doing this tonight.
No.
No, not at all.
I
How do you
just-
feel about it?
I'm excited.
I
Thank
like
you for
that.
inviting me.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Yeah.
As someone who grew up with in a family band, right? My dad played with me, and that's how I got introduced to music. I was not going to let the opportunity slip away to put you and your dad on stage together like this. So, welcome to the show. Why don't you tell me a little bit about you? We know a lot about Dad already, so why don't you share a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so I work with kids. I'm a gymnastics coach. I love to travel, and one of my favorite things to do in the meanwhile is play with music with my dad.
Yeah, that's
I play
awesome.
saxophone too.
Really?
Yeah.
How awesome. And Dad says you guys are working on writing some songs for a future EP or LP.
We're hoping to, yeah.
Yeah, well, I think
Yep.
you're gonna accomplish that. It's just finding the time to put in the work, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, writing
Awesome.
songs is not easy.
No, it's not. Well, and something that Dad had alluded to was that he writes songs for the muse. Well, you can't rush the muse either,
That's
can
right.
you, Mark?
That's right. No, you can't.
No,
you can't.
he's really good at it. So I've been learning from him. He's a good
Yeah.
teacher.
Well, and life teaches you a lot about songwriting as well too. And obviously, you're a very young lady still, so you got a lot of living yet to do. But you got some of the best teachers around you. Let's play a song. Let's play a song, and I'll get to hear you perform, and then I'll have more questions after that.
This is a song called Girl in the Pecan Tree from the forthcoming record next year, and Kaya's featured on it. Yeah. There goes little Louise, the girl in the pecan tree. They come and go as they please, driving fast through the streets. Imagine what she sees the eyes of little Louise, the girl in the pecan tree.
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 Well, you just don't know where these old boys go, except for the little girl right there down at the end of the road. Go ahead, take a step across the Barrow County line. You can hear the truth as it whispers through the tops of the Georgia pines. There goes little Louise, the girl in the pecan tree. They come and go as they please, driving fast through the streets. Imagine what she sees, the eyes of little Louise, girl in the pecan tree.
The girl in the pecan tree.
Girl in the pecan tree.
The girl in the pecan tree.
Lawman, guns, and whiskey runs round here as a way of life. So much that the law don't see when the sun drops out of sight. Harold, Ruth, and Billy Burt, Dixie boys would hang around. All the truth I just don't know, except the girl who runs this town. There goes little Louise, the girl in the pecan tree. They come and go as they please, driving fast through the streets. Imagine what she sees, the eyes of little Louise, and all that's happened round this town, floating by her like the breeze. The girl in the pecan tree.
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 Yes. Good job. Good job.
Well, I know Dad plays a lot of songs each and every year, but I venture to say that that was one of his favorite performances right there, by a long shot.
You know that's right.
Yeah, well, I got young kids too, man. I know what it means now, right? And that's something as a young man that I could have never fathomed. And it's a beautiful thing that you're doing. You're making your dad's dream come true, Kaya, in more ways than one, I'm sure. So Kaya, talk about what it's like growing up with a rock star dad that, you know, spends a lot of time on the road, I'm sure, and is gone. And you know, but when you do get to see him perform, maybe it's on a big stage or it's a little room with just a few people, you know, it's a different experience. And no one else here that's spoken with us today has lived that. So share a little bit with us.
Oh, it's incredible. I loved growing up, going to festivals and, you know, running around with a hula hoop and watching the shows. And I got, you know, invited up on stage from a very young age, and it was just, it's so inspiring to be around people who are really living their truest life and playing music from the soul, and it really teaches you that, you know, that's what life is all about. It's really chasing that dream.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think you touch on something there, and especially the people that your dad has surrounded himself with that are out there living that, you know, being their truest selves. And I think that teaches, you know, especially young ones that grow up around that. When you learn that at an early age, you can avoid maybe a lot of the troubles and strife in life, you know, that we go through trying to find who we are, you know. And yeah, really a beautiful moment sharing up here with you guys. I appreciate you all letting me have you up here and share this. You got some more songs for us too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna do an old Tom Petty song that Kaya shines on pretty bright.
She's a good girl, loves her mama, loves Jesus and America too. She's a good girl, she's crazy about Elvis, loves horses and her boyfriend too, yeah. Living in Reseda, there's a freeway running through the yard, and I'm a bad boy, 'cause I don't even miss her. I'm a bad boy for breaking her heart, and I'm free. I'm free falling. Yeah, I'm free. I'm free falling. All the vampires walking through the valley move west down Ventura Boulevard, and I'm a bad boy, 'cause I don't even miss her. I'm a bad boy for breaking her heart, and I'm free. I'm free falling. Yeah, I'm free. I'm free falling. I wanna glide down over Mulholland, wanna write her name in the sky. I wanna free fall out into nothing. Oh, I wanna leave this world for a while, and I'm free. Yeah. I'm free falling. Yeah, I'm free. Free falling. Free falling now. I'm 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 free falling now. Free falling now. I'm free falling. Yeah, I'm free. I'm free falling. Yeah, I'm free. Free falling.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was really beautiful, guys. Unless you
you.
got something else to share, I don't know what better way to end this perfect day.
There you have it. Yeah. Beautiful.
Well, thank you, Kaya, for
Yeah.
coming up and joining us off the cuff. You
Thank-
didn't know you were going to be a star of a show today, but you're
Thank
the
you for bringing
star.
everybody together.
Hey, it's what I do.
Yes, thank you, Bubba.
Hey.
God bless you, brother.
No,
thank
thank you guys.
Yeah.
That's Kaya Marie, Mark Joseph.
Thank y'all.
This has been the Songwriter Showcase presented by the Scene Projects. The Midway Saloon has been so good to us. I am Bubba Starts. I know, at least 13.
And we got to send a big shout out to Kaya's boyfriend Cameron. It's his birthday right here, 21st birthday right
let's
down
go.
there. So happy birthday, bud.
Yes.
Yeah, we're about to go have some dinner. We're getting a little steak dinner in.
Awesome,
So yeah.
man.
Happy
well,
birthday,
thank you all
Bubs.
so much for joining us. This has been an incredible day of music, and I'm just so grateful for it. Have a good night.